little dark in here, huh? Well, that's probably because it's July 1st and it's 4:30 in the morning, approximately, here in Colorado. And I'm coming to you super early today. 'Cause I got a lot of plans I want to share here on YouTube. I already shared on Facebook. And I want to wish you all a very beautiful, and we're going to start off saying safe, 4th of July weekend for those of you that are celebrating and have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. So I don't even know where to start this morning. A lot of things were epiphanies already, and yeah, I've been up for a couple of hours. But some really, really strong light bulb moments, voices coming into my head with very clear guidance. It's been an epiphany kind of morning. Okay. When I go on the network, and I do a lot of readings at one time, I do get a lot of repeat callers. And those repeat callers come back with the same things that we talked about the day before, or the week before, or the hour before. And they'll come back and ask the same questions over and over and over again. And the epiphany that I had is that we need to find the bottom line of why they keep hanging on to the same thing. And a lot of that came from the fact that they don't want to take ownership of their lives and the mistakes that they may have made, and to learn from those and leave those in the past. And they're hanging on to them for the drama, for the adrenaline, for their not being able to let go and forgive themselves. And sometimes they do it because they just need to be heard. They need someone to listen and to let them feel that they are right. You know, as an intuitive, as a psychic, as a reader, for all of those of you who do this type of work, we don't need these. We really don't. We need common sense, the intuitive gifts we all have, and the ability to listen and not let that drama come into us. Let's face it, how many times have you had someone come to your home, or call you on the phone, or send you a text message, or send you an email, and they dump, and they dump, and they dump, and they dump all their crap into your lap, and then they feel all better and go about their merry way. And you're left with this, what was that? And then, as whether they're friends or family or whatever, you're stuck with that stuff because now you've absorbed their energy. You need to cut your cords, you need to get rid of it, you need to dump it. But with caring human beings for friends and or family, we then continue to worry about that individual because that's the last thing we know. So many women go running to their mommy to tell them how bad their hubby is. And then they go running back to hubby and make up and everything's okay, but don't tell mommy that they made up already. So mommy hangs on to all of that hurt, all of that anger, all of that protective mother nature, I need to protect my daughter attitude for days and days, sometimes weeks, sometimes months, not knowing that daughter and hubby are all back together, all cute and comfy cozy. Not fair, people. You need to take ownership and not dump. Is literally what I'm saying. You don't need a psychic, you don't need an intuitive to guide you through your life when the only real answer comes from God, His Son, Holy Spirit, angels, and yourself. Now, don't get me wrong, I love doing readings and I love asking for guidance for you. But for those of you who repeat the same questions over and over and over again, Take ownership. Let it go and let God. And don't dump your problems on people, especially your mommy, without telling them that the issue has been resolved, if indeed it does. Okay, I'm getting off my soapbox. This was my epiphany this morning. Whoa. So, I am going to be using the same deck I used the other day. Whoops, bring it to the camera, Monica. There you go. It's the Angel Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. Published, of course, by Hay House. 3 cards came up right away. Okay. So now let's talk about this Super Saturday, July the 1st. How wonderful that we're in the month of July. If you're going to be going to the river, I heard the river. If you're going to be going to the river, stay cool, stay safe. You know, if you're in the river close to the mountains are still releasing a lot of their snow. And those undercurrents of that rushing water can be very dangerous. If you're at the lake, wear your sunscreen. I'm going to be just a mom today, aren't I? Wow. Be such a mommy. I still hear that there's one more card. There are 3 here or 4? There are 3. I'm hearing one more card. And if you're going to be handling fireworks, use some common sense. Being very humanistic and logical today, aren't I? All right, so we do have a 4-card read. Excellent. One of the nice things about doing these things early in the morning, you don't have the sun glare on the cards. Okay, so the 6th of fire. Victory. Isn't that wonderful? Victory. Good news is on its way. The battle you've been dealing with, the struggles you've been going through, you're going to win. And it's not even a matter of win or lose. It's going to come out okay. This victory will give you what you need, maybe even to the point of public recognition by your peers or by your supervisors at work, or awards or certifications or acknowledgments of some kind. All of those things are for the ego. They don't mean a whole lot, but they're nice to get. But just remember, don't put yourself on a pedestal. Bring it back down to reality and know where you are. There you go. 2 of water. 2 more people close together. A relationship that continues to grow closer. Forgiveness has been given openly, without strings attached. Heard that? Without conditions. Heard that? So forgiveness on both sides. Understanding that life often gets in our way. And we say things we don't mean. And once spoken, you can't take those back. But you can forgive them if the forgiveness comes from the heart. A positive resolution of a conflict starts with forgiveness for yourself first, and then those around you. It doesn't mean you're condoning. It means that you're forgiving openly and honestly, and not just mouthing the words. We're pulling from all suits today, aren't we? 3 of fire. Oh, success, success. Remember we talked about success? This card's talking about abundance. Things look very good. You know, have patience at this time. You can't ask God to put it this, and this, and hurry up about it. Doesn't work that way. You can't put God in a box. You can't tell him what to do. Have patience, divine timing, others' free will. All of those things have to fall into place. It doesn't even necessarily mean, the people that you're around, but people and circumstances around you to get you to where you need to be. Maybe someone needs to retire before you can get promoted. Maybe that's a really good example. Um, Maybe someone needs to let go of a building that they're in, that they're renting, that theirs is no longer functioning. Then they have to finalize that business so that your new business can move into that perfect location. Have patience. This is the time to make long-term plans and to be patient about them. Don't rush your own anxieties and think, oh, I can do this all on my own. Turn to God, His Son, Holy Spirit, and the angels to guide you and give you the patience that you need. It does lead to abundance and things looking very good. You know we can't finish up this one without a major arcana, and I believe this one was in yesterday's reading, so it needs to be said again. So all of these things put into place thus far in this story, and we come to renewal. You bet. So it's review and evaluate. Once you come into patience, take a look at your plans, make them long term, and kind of just take a look at where you are. It is going to be a favorable assessment of the facts. I remember that phrase now because we said of the true facts, not the facts you're being handed on as pretty little, rose-colored kind of glass. This is the true facts, and it will be favorable. So this is the time to move in that new direction. When you have the patience and you're being divinely guided, then this is the time for renewal. Also can be a renewal of a relationship, a renewal of a business, a renewal of the common bond between your children. It's like if you had an argument with them, put it in the past and come back to what the family core is. Without family, we have nothing. You know, we of course have God, and that is part of our family. But when you are parents to children, and children, listen up, your parents are doing the very best they can with what they have going on and what they know right at this moment. Do not hold an angry grudge to your parents because you know what? They aren't going to be here forever. And personally, I would give my eye teeth, I would give my life to be together with my parents again and to be able to say, I'm sorry. I know they've already heard me say it, but to be able to do that, I waited too long. And now they're no longer here. They've already forgiven me. They come by my side a lot. But to children nowadays, pick up the phone and call your parents. Don't text them. Send them a letter in the mail, the regular mail. You know, the kind you have to put a stamp on with a card that just says, I love you. Do something for your parents and renew that family relationship that is so important. I promise you won't regret it. So I'm going to leave you with that reading for this holiday weekend. I have goosebumps from head to foot. I am not doing my live feed this morning. I'm going to take this Saturday morning off of Facebook and kind of step back and away from the computer now that my YouTube is done. I need a day to get outdoors, step away from the electronics, reconnect with Mother Nature, and we'll possibly see you next Saturday on the live. I'm not sure yet because that's also a very special day for me. But if you'd like a personal reading from me, please visit my houseofangelcardreadings.com. I do thank you for your loyalty on Facebook. We're about to hit 1,900 followers. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking the page and following along with me. Walk in peace today, my darlings. Literally let go and let God. But remember, you can't just say, oh, here, take care of me. You have to listen for the guidance that God and the angels are giving you, and you have to take action. Because without action, you might as well just sit here in the chair and stare at the monitor. Nothing happens. Have a beautiful day, a wonderful day, a safe 4th of July holiday. And as always, namaste.